Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Saturday, April 6th, 11:48 p.m. I'm your host, Totley. This is Ninja of the Color. This is a solo podcast. The other ninjas will be available next week. We are the Ninjas of the Color. I'm your host, Totley. Our podcast is about pop culture, current events, sports, and much more. Rate, review, follow, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Please give us 5 stars, give us 4 stars, give us 3 stars, give us 2 stars, give us 1 star. If you don't give us any stars, we'll just assume we're doing it properly. We are available where you get your podcast needs. We're available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Pandora, YouTube Music. Tune in, and next month, well, not next month, but the end of the month, we will be available on Apple Podcasts, not with Frank's login, of course. You can contact us at ninjavanillacall@gmail.com. We're available on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, however you get your social media platforms. You can also support the podcast at Cash App or at Zelle. The information is on our About page. Today we'll be talking about women's college basketball. What's wrong with the Braves pitching? Did you see the Tales of the Empire trailer? We'll talk Bad Batch, and we'll also talk X-Men. And again, this is Ninja of the Color. I'm your host, and let's get it started.
Los estamos del universo. Y dudar. Yo soy Yaban, príncipe de Eternia, defensor de los secretos del vestido me hizo. Él escribió mi más querido amigo. Fabulosos y secretos poderes de forma otorgados en el que levanten algo de espada mágica y por el poder de Gaisón. Yo soy... Rangers de Coperten imprimes y el poderoso. Opera como el clima sobre el más poderoso del universo. Solo 3 seres comparten este secreto. La reina Sorcier, Anofans y Orco. Como los inventemos del castillo Grayskull, la tornera fuerza esférico.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that was He-Man in Espanol for our Latin customers. That's one's for you. That's how I grew up, listening to He-Man. Okay, let's get it started. Okay, before we start, the national championship games are set. We have, on the men's side, we have UConn versus Purdue, and on the women's side, we have the real USC versus Iowa. We're going to talk about the women's at this point because in the first game, that one was predictable because North Carolina State didn't have the athletes that USC had. And in the second game, the refs played a major part. But let's get to the highlights.
Binding for 45 points or more. They have to limit offensive rebounds. I think it makes them comfortable when they're doing that, the whole team.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are going to feel each other out in the first couple of minutes. But these kids have evolved quickly. Yeah, you know.
Speaking of evolution.
And the players that went on vacation.
But even her story itself, I mean, it had to have been hard to have it. You get to see what teams are trying to do.
Yeah.
What they're trying to pick apart. And then the same thing on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're all... can you believe this? They keep playing the same.
They gave us a set.
You guys have a basketball IQ that is off the charts, and putting you two together, and then Gino, yeah, the man, Steve Gottlieb has done a great job, and Beth Burns, you know, and the best thing that they ever did was reaching back out to the old folks.
Now, what are they in?
I think they went to the Big 10 or Big 12? Big 12. Oof. But they travel alone's going to kill them, though. You know, Dawn's incredible. She just, she's a female version of Gino. Rolling. Oh my God, she's gonna be nasty. Yeah, it's the same thing with Juju. The difference between each temperament-wise, are semi-rich. We were poor. We were not poor. We were getting free car washes. Like that was the extent of our like.
Oh man, it is different. I mean, I think it's great.
Oh, that's nasty.
Hello.
I'm telling you,
When you watched them in November, who were they playing?
They were playing UConn and they beat them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and I think they were unranked at the time, and they figured it out. And they seem like they get all the right time.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, the way they're playing in this tournament. And shout out to the mascots. It was not my suit.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh, there they go. Limit turnovers, I believe, was one of our bullet points.
Smart. Oh, her last 2 notes though.
Oh, who did you play?
I'm a big fan of the pull-up. This right here.
Come on.
The original
You're what, 6'3"?
See, like, it was my freshman year in college. Came home, Christmas break.
on varsity, but my sister was a senior, and they were like, Jen needs her identity. Jen,
Oh, for real?
not literally identity. I should have stayed senior. I was like, I could have been Long Island high scorer of the century. I needed those two.
E.T. on the other hand, you brought everybody in Cali. Oh man,
I still feel like a Bruin. I still feel like a
in their Achilles heel. If you look at them, the last couple of seasons was a 3-point shooting,
right.
but when they're flowing from that
For a team.
Yeah, another player too. We talked about NIL a little bit. She left some eligibility on the table. Declared for the draft.
Oh, gotta move on. Gotta move on. Their NIL is different.
That's right. Can they get any now?
So
They got a Swift number for them?
and they get set up with a. Oh, is that little? You only come back. Yeah.
Oh, that's like,
Yeah. I have an insider.
I'd rather sit up here and watch you.
I agree. Agree. People are like,
You have no aspiration.
that. You get hired to get
I
fired.
want to get fired.
You get hired to get fired.
Ooh, when you retire, you want to actually code?
Wow. No, thank you. That's right.
I'd rather do this.
I'd rather do that. That's always going to be my answer.
Camila, it happens when you do play like NC State, fast paced, take kind of any shot. When you do get down, everyone starts second guessing each other. Like,
These players are just too tall. Height in our game? No, for real.
yeah,
I think you can't play without the next game. Yeah, even height is seriously. You can't hide. Yeah, there's no way around it. Like she's played with BG for so many years. We see what. I mean, we could go down the list of. What I'll say is, I feel like the game is getting more versatile. It's getting quicker. It's getting faster, and that's where which is something we talked about earlier.
Yep.
If you're able to get those rebounds and run, it's always
Like that. Oh, nice. It was after. All right. Oh, they didn't have our people.
Lift up now. You can talk to them.
I know you can't really, but I was okay with that.
You're late. This is exactly where you need to be. Come on, big girl.
Honestly, it was great. Just having the time to like back on like all this stuff.
It's important for you. You obviously lost to the Connecticut Huskies, which happens. There's nothing to feel bad about.
Providing so much like guidance. Just talking to Cheryl and
Go,
Cheryl.
right?
What'd you say?
Cooper.
Yeah.
Duh.
Cynthia Cooper,
Cooper.
Who came off the bench. We're talking about.
But look, let me tell you something about this young lady. Juju has just been a pleasure to watch. Hey, it wasn't her final game, so why not show that type of emotion? I was proud of you the whole year, and
but I know you count on your depth. That's what it is.
Now, what's your experience? You like being on set like that?
yeah, it's cool. I mean, like thinking I'm not
And I felt like in the women's game, there's an immense lack of resource, right? It's only like a week from, and then of course, Noah,
Coach Beefcake.
I know he's watching right now, Coach Beefcake. But class, I think like when you first told me you were doing it, I was impressed. I thought it was amazing. It's going to be so helpful. San Diego connection, baby.
Love it.
619. I love
it.
Let's go, T.
Swatkins with the tip.
That's how we all know her. Welcome to the show, Cameron Brink. Hi.
hello.
For those to get on your SAT.
I'm 1300.
Oh, I think that's why I couldn't get into Stanford because I got a lot less on that.
Yeah, they don't let the
what? No, they couldn't handle. Cam, where are you? What are you?
The kid's like exhausting.
I remember vividly after I graduated and I came back for the super show at UConn. So I just graduated.
Yeah.
Pre-game shirts. Yeah. I was like, what is going on? It was so weird. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. We've got a great game going on.
Great team across them. Had them down by 10 at half, but they came back a big fight. So they're
I'm Switzerland. You sing out of it.
I can talk about
Going left.
and then I think what I can always carry with me is my effort. And I'm always going to work my this. Kelsey, I would love to play with you. Obviously, I would love to play with you too. I feel like
I don't know right now. You might be on the leader side. When Cam comes through your chest, oh no, feel it. I can see it. What were your hobbies? Earlier, thing.
I collected baseball cards.
Oh,
she's really great. I saw her play therapy as well, so I feel like we could kind of connect on that front. We could be fans and also collecting.
Well, you need James to make a play for themselves or someone else is a huge shot. And a bad shot usually.
All right, so the three of us up here, well, the four of us, we're all, I said earlier, disciples of Susan. Snail the plum. Can't say the handwriting. It is so good.
Well, it's just
if it's a 4-second hold, it's more of a.
I love my coaching staff and my teammates. I don't want to travel across the country.
This year?
Yeah.
What did I didn't know her number, and I didn't know.
Did you not watch the documentary?
I mean, not the league. So the question is, okay. So people have been saying, you have been welcoming people today.
Yeah. What are you talking about? I was like, you just elbowed me in the face. She goes, no, I didn't.
That was the sunshine talk.
And I was like,
I looked like chopped liver out there. They were just coming for me. My welcome to the league moment.
You? I have no clue what you're talking about. Maybe I black out.
A lot of the stories seem to sound like you cock them up, dap them up.
It's you, right? Straight in the gut.
She took me out this year.
No.
Took me out this past year. You makes every.
You flopped.
Too many accolades. Welcome, Asia.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Like, you're just not stressed at all right now.
I wish I had that feel when I was in college. I feel like there was a lot of pressure.
Everyone seems so much more mature now. Man, I feel like I was a mess. I just put them on like the air and then put them back. They could stand on their own. They were so dirty.
Oh my God.
It was a hard time, you guys. It was a hard time. I felt like Tom Sawyer.
What happened to the coach I was just like laughing with? Like, what? But no. She's new, though.
Asia, you're an author.
Or like relating to it, and they're reading it, and my audiobook had to be my favorite because I feel like it's like you're really listening.
Did you do it with your voice?
Yeah, you did it. Yeah.
Yes, I read it with Asia. What more do you want?
For the rest,
I mean, can we just get some crumbs? Sorry. Can we get some crumbs?
Like, we're super good. Like, we literally just goof off a lot. Probably too much. I think what I love about A more than Ada, I love playing with her, and we're going for 3.
Okay.
What you said?
And you kind of reset your clock too, so it's been fun to watch you guys. How old are you? 41.
Turn 40.
It feels like stone like I'm flying on. Don't feel like boiled beer sometimes.
Stop playing.
She's just chilling right around.
Travel. That was a travel. Okay.
All right. It's about depth. Sometimes you don't need depth. You have a top 6 that play really well together. Yep. All you need is maybe another half.
A little bit when he lost. So the fact that she's continued to win and get to the Final Four, it does make it special.
It's a magical story.
Yeah, I'd be very fitful. I would mix up I wouldn't trap the whole game or switch the whole game. I would mix it up throughout the quarters. I would throw it in. And, and everyone has a welcome to the league moment.
Yeah.
Fans have it too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I would say, look at it.
There is a gap. It's near. It's so near.
It is.
It's almost like you die in college.
I know.
Yeah, it's like that is how they end. Like, all right,
NC State, which they've had such a good run. And when you see a team like this,
we were really just kind of like around. Like, we were just kind of there. Obviously, we had to come in for media purposes. But like, it was just walkthroughs, just so.
Go ahead. Hell no. Like, he didn't even let us dribble. Like, not the things they're doing now. We weren't taught to do that. No, so like I said, as I'm saying, encouraged, like, I don't know, damn, hit that for the win.
Pull that out like, no, see, that was low key what I was.
All right, that was the first game as anticipated. Yeah, keep talking. USC ran away with it in the second half, which I think was going to happen in the championship game because USC has all the athletes. Now we're going to go to the controversial game of the night, UConn versus Iowa. I'm going to look at it was a close game throughout. I look at the last 3 minutes of the game. The refs decided the game. I say the fix was in because it was Caitlin Clark there. They wanted her to probably go out on top, but I doubt it. But here we go.
In trouble. Gets it across to Martin. 6 to shoot. Martin Wilson Beckers. Martin touching it. 6-point Iowa lead. 2:50 to go. A date with undefeated South Carolina on the line. Arnold into the lane, dips under, and finishes beautifully. And now Connecticut will take a timeout.
And Lisa Luder doesn't get enough credit for allowing Caitlin to be Caitlin, for allowing that young woman to take the logo threes, to play as freely as she has throughout the course of her career.
Under 2:30 to go. Park trying to get free. Instead, it's Marshall. 15 to shoot. Iowa by 4. Martin off the handoff. Martin putting it on the deck, spinning inside, and finishing. Pete Martin wants this. Martin, Marshall, Clark know they are all staring graduation in the face. Beckers, the mid-range dish, and Edwards, the beautiful finish. What a decision by Paige Beckers. And Aaliyah Edwards having a huge second half, up to 17 points. 4-point Iowa lead. Clark, the catch. Clark can't finish it. Rebound Edwards. Clark wanted a whistle, did not get it. An opportunity for Connecticut. 1:25 to go. Connecticut trailing by 4. Oriema directing traffic. Beckers gets free in the corner. Misses it short. Follows it up. And it's taken away. Iowa basketball with 1:05 to go. What a golden opportunity there for UConn as Mule gives the foul to Clark. That will be number 3. Nika Mule. On Nika Mule. Just the second team foul on Connecticut. Not sure why. It's like she was intentionally fouling Barber.
I actually kind of like it. It gave her team a chance to they're playing the foul game with time.
Very interesting.
I thought Mule just did that to kind of give her team a breath and a chance to huddle up.
Falter gets it into Stolke. Stolke looking to hand it off to Clark. Instead, going to wait. Trying to hand it to Martin. Martin that takes it away. Here comes Mule with Beckers. Arnold jitters through. Mule a 3. And he's good. It's a 1-point game. The pressure from Connecticut forces the turnover. And now it's a 1-point game. And Connecticut can play straight-up defense if they want with a 9-second differential.
I mean, incredible. They push it the other way. Nika Mule, who has been quiet offensively in the second half, hits a huge 3.
First points of the second half. Here's Martin. Martin trying to get it into Marshall or Clark. It's into Clark. Clark being guarded by Mule. Clark wanting some clock. Comes down to this. Iowa leading by 1. 9-second difference game in shot clock. Clark running time. 10 on the shot clock. Clark waiting. Clark on the move. Finds Stolke. Stolke dishes. It's taken away by Arnold. Saved to Edwards. And Connecticut takes the timeout.
The ball. Nothing in it.
Clark had it in her hands, gave it up, and Iowa turns it over. Now it's Connecticut. Down 1. A trip to the title game on the line. Mules, the drives. 5 seconds left. Looking for Beckers in the offensive foul. Offensive foul on Edwards.
That's the Lloyd.
3:09 to go.
They were trying to set a screen for Paige Beckers to get a look here. Aaliyah Edwards barely leaning, and the foul is called.
He pulled Gabby Marshall, who has made critical defensive plays at the end of games throughout the conference tournament and the NCAA tour. She is 3 for 3 from the line tonight. And Green's the first. Box out vital. Biggest free throw of Caitlin's decorated career is no good. Rebound at Panther. And what's it going to be? A down ball. And Iowa has the possession arrow. Iowa has the possession arrow and controls such an overlooked part of the game. Boxing out on the free throw. Not overlooked by you. 1.1 to go. Iowa out of timeouts. Clark bounces off of Beckers out of bounds with just 1/10 of a second remaining. What a brilliant play by Clark. And there is barely any time left.
0.3 has to go off the clock. What was the clock at when she threw it off of Beckers?
1.1. But I think it may have taken an extra hop inbound. Let's see. Boom. maybe 0.7 it'll be at. Going to put it at 0.8. It has been a grind to the finish here. An offensive foul called against Edward prevented a potential game-winning attempt from Connecticut. They're going to move it to 0.8 or 0.3. Let's see. They're still discussing at the scores table. Now they go to 0.8. Clark to inbound. Iowa by 2. 0.8 to go. And they will do it. Iowa survives Connecticut and heads back to the national championship game.
All right. It's Iowa versus the real USC, but that was not a foul. Absolutely not. That was not a foul. It was not a foul. Even if they wanted to say that she was moving, she barely moved. She sold it. She sold the foul. So, what can I say? I am not on board with that. All right. So it's going to be the real USC versus Iowa. USC is going to win because they have more athletes and they're going to wear them down. And it's going to be Purdue versus UConn. I think UConn's going to win because their big man is more athletic. All right. Moving on to the Atlanta Braves, who got their home opener 2 days ago, or yesterday, because it's Sunday now. It is after midnight. They started the season against the Diamondbacks, and right now there's a problem with the Braves pitching. Spencer Strider has a sprained or damaged UCL. It's not sure if he's going to have surgery. He had Tommy John before, so he might need Tommy John again. You never know. And that means got to go down to the minors and pick someone or sign someone. So let's go and check out the highlights of the home opener.
Whenever you have that home opener for Atlanta, that's tonight, it's a little extra special.
Well, I think, guys, too, when you have high expectations and you have a good ball club, it's even better. There's about 42,000 fans. A great year. And this team has the ability to give it to them. So as I always say, the first game, have fun, enjoy it at home.
This place is electric, as it always is for the home opener. Brian Snitker and his crew ready to go.
Oh, it's great to be back here. It's always a fun place to be. The energy's unbelievable. Place is going to be hopping tonight. We got sunny skies and blue skies, so it's awesome. This is really a ball club. They've done great things over there. We're pretty good one, too, so it should be, like I say, it should be a fun weekend.
And now taking the field, Spencer Strider and the Atlanta Brave. Spencer Strider got the ball on opening day, went 5 innings in Philly, pitched well, and CJ now he takes him out here at Truist Park. We got to see the curveball that we talked about so much in spring training, couple of strikeouts on that pitch, and because of the rain out and then the off day yesterday, Spencer Strider is getting 6 full days of rest in between starts. 9 times in his career, he has gotten 6 or more days, and he has been excellent. 7-1 with a 2.6 ERA in those 9 starts. Leadoff hitter Ketel Marte makes his way into the box. Marte hits it in the air, deep right field. Ketel Marte strikes first. 1 batter in. The Diamondbacks grab the lead. Not the location Spencer Strider wanted on that pitch. He went to the slider after we saw the high-octane fastball, and more often than not, we're going to see this pitch below the zone. You're going to see where the glove is and then where that ball ends up. They want it down and in, probably off the plate and spun a little bit. Frenchie and sat right in the middle.
Yeah, Lernis serves it into very short right field, a 1-out single.
And Strider gets him low and away there, outside with a slider. First strikeout tonight for number 99.
Knox sends it out, shallow left center. Here comes Harris on the run, and it drops in. Gurriel heads for third. Gonna be close to wild throw. Strider backs up. Peterson's at second, and the Diamondbacks are still alive in this first. Second and third, 2 outs. A chance for Eugenio Suarez, and another chance for the Diamondbacks to put up a crooked number in the first inning. Suarez slams it to right center. Gino Suarez off the wall. 2 runs gonna score. Suarez into second, and he is safe with a 2-run double. And right away against Spencer Strider, they lead it 3-0. Wow, that ball was smoked. Yeah, it went right center. Acuna looked like he was going to give up on it. He thought it was out of here.
Again, the 3-2. Ground ball to Riley. He's got it. Makes the play. Arizona gets 3. Braves coming up.
The left-hander Tommy Henry After a difficult start against the Rockies last weekend, 5 earned runs in only 4 innings. He gets the ball here tonight.
Now, one thing he's got working in his favor tonight, nobody on this Braves team has seen Tommy Henry, and sometimes that element of surprise works in your favor.
And add to that total here. There's the Braves' first hit, a single to center by Odyssey Alding. How about that? Tommy Henry blew the fastball right by him. Strikeout number 1 for Tommy. Tough customer here at bat. Olsen, and he hits him. Sinker came inside and clipped it, but the Braves have 2 on with 2 out.
Not what you want to see, but this certainly works out in the favor of the Braves, especially with the red-hot Marcell Ozuna hunting up.
Line up the middle base hit. The Big Bear delivers. And the Braves are on the board.
It's almost like Jeff Francoeur knows what he's talking about.
Low roller, Jace Peterson has it. Able the short way for the Force.
Diamondbacks with 3 runs in the top of the first inning. Braves answering with 1 in the bottom of the first. Strider back to work here at the top of the second.
He's got it. Slider takes care of Peterson, 1 away. But he's going down on a slider from Strider, 2 away.
And Spencer with back-to-back Ks from Peterson and McCarthy, and back to the top of the order to Cattell Monte.
This time a weak grounder to first. Runner covers 1, 2, 3. Much cleaner for Strider at the top of the second.
54 pitches for Strider, 38 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. A wave and a miss for strike 3. Went to the slider. Now that time Walker just couldn't help himself.
Well, it's a fastball, but it's skied. Well, should send us to the bottom of the third, and it will.
There's the 1-1 for Henry.
Now hustle here, Gino.
Braves got something going back in the first inning with 2 down when Matt Olson was hit by a pitch.
Matt Olson gets a hold of a 2-2 to right Stanley. Good down. Solo shot for Matt Olson.
Then it's a 1-1 ball game. Dropped it into the Braves bullpen at a homer off a lefty for Matt Olson.
Chase just over the head of Olbies and into right.
Here's Speedy McCarthy.
Well, you got to color coordinate. McCarthy, it hangs up. Acuna on the move. He won't get there. It drops in. Here comes Suarez. Peterson into third. Jake McCarthy with the RBI double.
Now a 4-2 ball game here in the top of the 4th inning.
3-1. And that's in the dirt ball 4. So not wanting to mess around with Carroll with Strider. That's his second walk. And so be it. There are still 2 outs. Bases are loaded for Lourdes Gurriel, and here comes the pitching coach, Rick Credence.
Yeah, Strider, I mean, that's got to be the 4th or 5th ball that he's bounced into home plate. And rarely do you see guys bounce in fastballs.
Ball 4, and Spencer Strider has walked in a run. His 3rd walk of the ball game, in the 2nd in this inning, and it's 5-2.
It is surprising seeing this many breaking balls out of Strider, but he definitely doesn't have his ace stuff tonight.
And the 0-2 off-break ground ball. Leaded by Marte. Everybody's safe. The bases are loaded. Potential tying run at first base. 1-2. No, holy calling hot. It's off the plate, and Ronald not too happy with that. Up the middle. Martel and Tommy Henry somehow gets out of it. He got a strikeout and a ground ball with a bases full of Braves, and it stays 5-2 Diamondbacks. Just the second walk issued by Tomlin. Ozuna's at second, Duvall at first.
Michael Harris is grounded out and singled.
Swing and a miss. Tommy Henry walks the high wire. Strands 2 in the 5th. Outside, so Marcell Ozuna continues his good night. Mantiply fires in. Duvall out to center field. Carroll going back, and he's just to step in front of the track. On we go to the 8th inning.
And I think this is a good spot for Snit to get him in right here and hopefully have a good inning.
Agreed. You get off to a slow start, like you said, you have a couple of bad ones, and nobody probably wants to admit it. Well, having that soft landing spot's kind of nice.
Yeah. Produces a ton of ground balls. Gets one there to Orlando Arcia. Al Bummers 1-2, and he speeds him up and sits him down 2 away. Rounder to Ozzie, and it gets out of it with that fastball. Bottom of the 8th, Braves need to get the bats going here, down by 3.
And you would think a guy with that kind of velocity and pretty good slide drill would have a lot of swing on this.
That's fair. There is 95, and Arcia turns in it, sneaks it inside the bag, and he's going to stand up double.
Suarez was playing Arcia way off that bag.
That one came in on the hands. Shadow outfield glass. Alexander passes his first test. Boy, does it feel like Ronald is due here.
Even a knock to make it a 2-run game, it just gets you one swing at that point.
Line drive. Fair ball, and it's settled.
Into the corner. Acuna burning for second base. And he'll go in standing. It's an RBI double. Arcia scores, and it's 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th.
waves at that one. Kevin Dinkel with that slider. It's a huge out. Acuna's stranded. Braves get one back at it in the ninth.
Need 2 runs to keep your hopes alive, 3 runs to win it. And it would be so fitting if the Braves found a way to start up the season at home doing what they did so many times last year. So many comeback wins over the last several seasons.
Wiley softly grounded. Alexander Bocek, the rookie. First grounder that he has tried to field off the bench tonight, and he can't make the play.
Now it's Olsen to the plate. No one out. Tying run to the plate. First pitch, he swings in a fly ball, deep left field, heading back to the gap. That is off the wall. Olsen heading to second. Here comes Riley, burning around third. They hit the cutoff man. He's saved, and it's a 1-run ball game.
And Jared Kelnick will come in to pinch hit for Adam Duvall.
First pitch, swung on, skied towards shallow left. Going back now is Alexander coming on Gurriel. No one can get there. It falls in. Counting to second base. He is saved. And it's a tie game.
Kelnick going to celebrate with his new teammate. Yeah, guys are so happy for him. They know what he went through last year.
In all this excitement, extra innings, fans on their feet. But here we go. Darno and then the top of the order. Fly ball to deep left field. Gurriel going back. It's going to be over his head and up the wall. Here comes Arcia. Another home opener walk-off. This time for Darno. Braves win. Travis getting bumped.
Again, I dislike the radio broadcasters for the Braves. All right. Again, something's wrong with the pitching. Something's wrong with the pitching because 2 games in a row started off awful. Strider might need, again, surgery, but let's check out game 2. Middle. Okay, hold on. This is not the one I want. About 26 minutes. No. I want the full game. Let's try what you guys. Well, let's try this one. Okay. Let this be it.
And Spencer Strider with the injury potential. Yet disappointing news, obviously, last night, hearing about Spencer's elbow to Texas and getting evaluated by Dr. Keith Meister. Thanks, obviously, unfortunate. We'll get more info. Who struggled up the bench late in the game. He will start tonight until a big bounce back after that first start in Philadelphia.
This offense clutch hitting. 344 at 2 outs and runners in scoring position.
They do roll. Starts the ball game off. And you know, Tintel Marte had the big postseason. You know what a good. He went a little bit different. There goes the bat out of the hands of Corbin, 125 feet.
You know, going back to Marte, though,
Series. Ball goes the other way for a single.
Man, he's trying to go away to see Travis set up outer inning.
Gurriel singling to a stop at second. A little frustrating right after give up the home run. You see a couple of quality at bat. Did struggle last nighter. Carroll is fed. He will score pretty even last night. And gave all the bite there and another aggressive swing here. And it's
sad a little low. That was a nice piece of inning, but these other
and that one nowhere near. So the first feed, and that one grounded foul down the third base line. Middle. And ultimately all these two. Ground ball, Orlando, and Acuna can't get there. Tied to me. Riley has it.
Exactly.
I'm going to listen to this, sir. But it's fair. This should end the top of the first, and it died. And in the animation there, mastery. Starting lineup up into Glenn. Acuna on a couple of bounces to Suarez, and there's last year debuted in May. Mitch and you're saying save it, lady, second time through the lineup. This first couple without overthrowing or showing out food for too much. Change up there to Ozzy Albies wanted facing the Braves 4-5. And this is low and away. That one came in, almost hit the foot of Ozzy. Swing and a miss here, just the second time. I'm looking right. You think sleeper, it's this thing in the middle of the time. I mean, I'm most guys would tell you. I wanted to say sleeper.
The sweeper.
Sweep the left.
Rookie Alexander, long throw and a good one. Then it ain't. Kevin Seitzer did a little airtime there, and then guys, 3-4-5 here for Arizona after they sent 11. There's something to you, coaches. I know there's 11 good ones that you. Well, that's for a much better start here. As his fire thing breaks like a curveball, but look how much movement it had this winter. It's like, he doesn't want to call it back to show about it. Those 6 runs that freed a lap. Wow. Well, that was perfectly placed. Shocked what happened in that first inning. Go back to his first inning in Philly. That strikeout that he just got, the 7 Suarez, who he walked last inning. Now he's got a chance here to strike out 2 to Suarez. Back fouled off the curve. And he lays off again to it. The top foul back. It's your advantage, and that should make a mistake. I mean, they can't exit in your lead. Another foul ball. Well, change shot. Funny, it will walk beach, Florida. Fouls. I mentioned Plot maybe changing his approach. The deeper you get. Matt Olson ahead here quickly, and he takes a strike right down the middle. Frito, high home run giver-upper, if you will. He walked it. Lead off night last night. Joey Labello sitting on 490 CDO side. Man, he was close, man. That was a lot of talk. Well, that one, the sweeper that he shaped, it ought to be a tough thing to do in your city. And at the very top, early on him last year, Braves did not. And hit that well, swinging a miss at the 4-seam fastball. 0-1 from the right-hander. Fouled back, 0-2. Bounces that one in. The changeup makes it. It was buried into the ground, and it bounces fat. One rod, but they can't glove it. Now Orlando Arcia. Walker is there, and at least so Max Fried, a inning if Wiley's up to the challenge. Curveball on the outside of Boulder. Going yourself short, Wiley. You're a tremendous slouch. That's what you wanted. Smith, so 4 straight, now 5 straight retirement focus so far has been pretty solid here. Well, it's so big. I'm not so sure. That might have been his last guy right there. Carroll. Moreno takes it high. But football's a great sport to get angry to.
Veteran, I mentioned it.
We're underway for Atlanta. Here, leadoff home run.
Patel has homered now in consecutive games, bidding for one more.
Takes a 1-1 consecutive games.
Corbin Carroll, another save
late, but able to get a
center field. Still missing Alex for 26.
Sweeper outside. Even Deuce is wild. And that is a called strike at the top of the pen. But it didn't go to second base. He did it all in.
Watching to see what the runner will do. No holding. Lourdes fouls it away.
The ball falls between him and the Braves tie
but he was including one of the 4 center run last. Yeah, I'm looking to get things back here in the first.
The skin scene is then trying to then get big. Yeah, all over that pitch. Calvin is live. And like we said last night, you get a veteran in Duvall that's contract after Jared Connick. That's a good pitch at the knees. Takes it down. Fought covered, but the Braves 5 Truist. If we know that Truist part, he unscathed in the second and the third, and now he starts the fourth by faithful in this series. He's fooled there, 0-2. Deals and strikes him out. 5 strike. And he sets down a stitch of this slow rolling it over. See, first Mick will go over, but this ball is going to go foul. Moss. Moss. No, came in on the man's foul back. CJ, you ever good up? He says, I'll do it myself. Olsen fouls it back to... Oh, he's foul. And now Marcelo Zuna, huge swing at this... Oh, the blades up. And Marcel's got... So Atlanta on the board, you had the Matt Olson double.
Pickoff move. We're underway from Atlanta. Here, leadoff hole 1. Patel has homered now in consecutive games, bidding for one more. Consecutive games.
Got to
Corbin
chase that
Carroll,
sweeper again. That's game one and hit. Travis Darno. Sweet. Can get there with his brain. And he goes to that sweeper again and gets called strike inside corner. Takes so much success in his career. But I think this man is how the game finished. I'm wondering, Frank. Grichuk has 2 hits tonight, so pitch. So instead of us with Lee and Harris, ground ball foul. By the way, guys, Burr can't get to it. It's Alexander. He takes a slider for a strike. 2 tonight. The grass, long run for everybody. Ronald Acuna has got it. They lead. So Atlanta got 2 runs at the bottom of the board. Diamondbacks get a 3 order. This McCarthy card.
McCarthy with a good try, but let me
traded just a little bit of tail. That's not going to be done, most of them.
Yeah, right.
Well, there's the second disengage. Ozzy Albies swings and misses. Riley fouls this to the second deck, 1-2. Bang! Now Ronald can run Riley, so 2 score. Neil Walker does this. It's down! Well, CJ, he took that approach. He's not going to beat that cookie. First off days, we kind of kill him as you see that. That is a backup spinner. And well, 1-2, and he does get fought or fixed. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. leading things off. It's 2, and now 8 Fox singled up the middle. First, at his eyes on. In between, when was they covered? I don't know. I don't know if any. For Kelnett.
The whole pitch clock thing, though, see, I'm not buying that one.
Thanks. Izzy for one. Statham. Frustrated with himself. Down the no slide there. At the 2019 Class C.
I know this. It's not good news.
Yeah, double down the line there.
You know, I'll be honest. I think
out of a welcome to it. Len Walker has this slow roller, and RC
out in fouls, but out the other.
The up fight takes it. They ain't getting, but not intended to concern when one of those bigger arms comes out of the middle. Another hit for Jared Pye, bottom of the 6. Braves trying to get a little 2-out round going. It started happening when I was facing Fight the Good Fight. A lot of fouls, though, so 0-2 quick. And the slider gets a 3 pitches.
Yep.
Firmly. He's rolling forward. And Marcel's got 2. 2 things here for Marcel. First of all, it was a really nice piece of hitting. It's almost the same pitch, maybe not quite as much break. Then 2 strikes, he goes the other way. And then watching this ball go down the line, I think it was really hoping it was going to hit that small sidewall. He would have got the second easily. When he realized that wasn't going to happen, he had to bust it. Look where he is when that ball is picked up.
But that's where I think, being smart. Corbin Carroll, as good as he is, not a great arm in the outfield.
And the 1-1 hard hit, and that keeps by Walker. Ozuna's coming all over. Michael Harris has his eyes on third base. And he's got a stand-up triple. And the Braves are fighting their way back. Well, a couple of outfield hits, and now Frenchie pulled it here to the right side for Michael Harris.
Well, you always talk about location, just like they took advantage of Breed in that first inning. Hot fall there, came right back for the heart of the plate. Michael pulled it right down the line.
The attention turns to the Big Bears. Marcell Ozuna. This ball is hit high. And he's hit deep because it had him down. It's gone. The Big Bear with a big fly. And it's 8-5.
Well, CJ, he took that approach. Unfortunately, he spun it right down the middle of the plate.
Not a good one. You just can't make that kind of mistake. This kind of hitter, the way that he's locked in right now. We already showed you and hit the good one off the plate for a base hit. If you're going to throw that pitch, he is not going to give you that cookie. First pitch with a couple of runners in scoring position.
Well, CJ, he took that approach. Unfortunately, he spun it right down the middle of the plate.
Not a good one. You just can't make that kind of mistake. This kind of hitter, the way that he's locked in right now. Wild pitch for Jarvis. Runner in scoring position, and now a 2-2 offering to Olsen. Olsen singles to right field. Bobbled in right. Riley was going to score regardless. It's 8-6.
7th inning or later, runners scoring position. That's a beautiful job. That's a tough pitch to cover in, and you see how quick he pulled those hands through.
Frias with the 0-1 to the right side, and it gets through past Marte. Pellet's coming home. Oh, the ball is dropped to height, and the Braves once down 6, have tied at 8 in the 8th.
Carthy was trying to throw that ball home, and it slipped right out of his hand. A good job by Ronald, just keeping it going.
Infield in, here is Austin Riley. And it for the half line. And the line has gone all the way back to take the lead.
Perfect standpoint. Well, if you're Austin Riley, you stand at first place, look at that RBI, and you'd well give it to Ozzy for getting forward. Now the Braves all the way back.
Braves trying to complete this come from behind win. Iglesias looking for his first save of the season. Hard hit. RC's got it. To his feet. Perfect throw. Bracewell. The comeback is complete.
2 games in a row where they came back. They're going to ask, what's up with the pitching? What's up with the pitching? Hitting is coming through, so kind of scared on one of your horses, the Strider. He probably hurt his elbow. learn the curveball. So hopefully he doesn't require surgery. If he does, it'll be limited surgery. But the Brave season has started. All right. Have you seen the new Tales of the Empire trailer? Are you into Star Wars? If you're not, you should check this out.
Why do you seek imperial favor?
Years ago, my people were all but destroyed. My anger gives me strength. It is that strength I offer the Empire.
Offer accepted.
I'm here to present you with an opportunity, Paris.
Just be glad you're not a Jedi anymore.
Your path is set, Morgan Elsbeth. I will fulfill my destiny.
Mercy only breeds defeat. But I will help you overcome this weakness.
You said the Empire would help to change things.
Everything comes at a cost. My world has been burning since I was a child. You cannot stop what has begun.
Now you must face one final test to join us. It is time you meet your new master. Long live the Empire.
Yep. Long live the Empire. Tales of the Empire, 3 days after the end of the Bad Batch. All right. Yep, that looks like it's going to be interesting. They did Tales of the Jedi last season, but we're going to do the past 2 seasons. Now they're going to do Tales of the Empire. Vader, Morgan, and Kylestrix, and the girl who set up, Ahsoka. This week we had a double episode of Bad Batch. We had a filler, and then we had an action-packed one. So here's the filler episode to set up the next episode.
I told you that kid was strange.
Don't go saying things.
There's a cheat here you might be interested in. Wish to be the new chief scientist, Dr. Carr?
I believe I have earned it.
Let's begin by bringing you up to speed on Project Necromancer. Yes.
Why children? Are they not adults that could serve this purpose?
There are few adults left with such characteristics. Children are easier to attain and more agreeable to these subjugations. The young clone's blood is the only binder that's proven to be compatible with their DNA to recreate their MCount levels, and why Omega must be found.
What is your name?
Limit your personal interactions with the specimens. They are scientific assets. Nothing more.
I am not a nanodroid.
Thanks for the chat.
You may refer to me as Dr. Carr.
She said she'd find out for me when I'll be going home. Can you find out for me?
No! Let me out of here! You're safe.
What's the situation?
Glasses are not necessary. Don't! He's only a child.
A specimen attempted to escape. I was following protocol.
They're children, like I was. The Empire will keep them in order to control them. They don't belong here. But none of this was my choice. What will you do? I don't have that kind of power. Don't you? I would like to ensure that they are properly maintained at every stage.
Governor Tarkin requests you contact him at once.
Questions have been raised regarding the financial impact your facility is having upon Imperial resources.
It is for a project that is of personal interest to the Emperor.
If this project fails to yield proper results, it won't bode well for your operation, or for you, Doctor.
I'm searching for her now. The other operatives are ready to join you in the field.
I can handle it on my own.
Do not return without Omega.
Younger than I expected.
Then he'll be less trouble.
I need to test him. How many others like this have you captured?
Let's just say I'm good at my job.
And where did this child come from?
Asking questions like that, you give away more than you think.
Eva.
You lied. You said Jax wouldn't be in trouble. We all want to go home.
Yep. Filler episode to get you set up for the next episode where the spoiler alert capture Omega. Or Omega games herself up. So this is a double episode and it will end on May 1st. 5:01.
Even if it melts your circuits, I'd repair you like I did that time on Andro Prime.
I tried. The pirate had access to an Navi computer. She frequented a planet in the outer rim. I'm headed down now to do recon. On the full divisional stat height. You acquire a visual on the target.
Anything less technical.
That's gotta be all of it, right?
You still need to grab the rations. Keep loading up the ship. We'll be
Good girl, Betcha.
You sure you want to leave these behind? Pabu was the first place that felt like a home. This way, a piece of us is still here. Well, we'll come back, right? I hope so.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe I should leave you behind.
Not sure, but I don't like it. Omega, time to go.
I've got eyes on a target. Well, and wait for the division. You must be recovered unharmed.
You're all welcome here anytime.
Thanks for everything, Shep.
I'll see you soon.
Rika? Rika!
Get AZ3 to patch him up at best. Oh, everyone get the cover. Destroy that ship's us.
It's the Empire's fault, not yours. Once we're out for age, we can contact Echo. I'll handle it.
We're here to collect a fugitive you've been harboring. Until she's turned over to me, your island will burn.
Really, Dad? He said to hide here. Scared. I know.
He is still unconscious, but his vitals are stable.
Oh. You just can't just pull wire. How are I gonna check?
Safe we are at the moment.
Our only choice is to let them capture me.
You'll be taken back to Tantus.
Exactly. Been trying to find those coordinates and nothing's worked. You can track me to Tantus.
They'll search you and hide it.
Well then, shoot a secondary tracker onto the ship that they take me away on.
Not a viable plan.
It's all we've got. I surrender. Take me and leave the island alone. The people here are innocent.
Scala for tracking devices. Give it to me.
Fine.
What? Returning to base.
Nope, not forever. They will definitely get to chant this. But I do think Hunter put a tracker on the ship while I was in the cave. That's just me. Because they're going to find them. How they find them? She might reach out in the force. You never know. All right, moving on to X-Men 97. It's a kind of a double episode. Will Storm get her powers back?
Take some cream with it.
Aw, thanks, Remy. But our new boss beat you to the pot.
I'll take a cappuccino if you just taking orders. No. Luckily, I am giving them. After breakfast, the X-Men will report to the danger room for drills. We must be ready should Mr. Sinister resurface. Jubilee will see far more birthdays should she learn to master her powers to face a world that despises her.
Someone's daddy didn't get him a pony for his sweet 16th.
How do you want to celebrate the big 18th, huh?
Let's go to the arcade. It'll be just like old times. What do we think? What's wrong with just one day where I don't have to freak out about the professor, or Jean and her clone, or Cyclops and his latest control issue? They aren't even here because they just had to go play mutant politics at the United Nations.
The only people who hate video games are bad at video games. Never even heard of a Motendo.
Well,
how long were we playing? I assume I won.
How did we get downtown so fast?
What if there's cameras around? My parents could see me on TV.
Do you really think everyone is focused on you?
Yeah.
I was trapped here with Storm.
Gambit, too. And a bunch of other mutants, all enslaved to Bill. Crap.
Sister, we're totally in a video game.
Mojo here, your primetime psycho interdimensional alien TV producer who feeds off ratings, putting the X-Men through overly complicated death traps to entertain my slaves.
Looks like you've been dieting?
You noticed! Got some nips, some tuck. You're the flavor every level is based off your own memory. So you're my gamer girl in a gamer world. I'll dominate the galaxies and the 18 to 45 age demographic. If you die in the game, you die in real life, but stakes.
How did you get my health back?
That wasn't me.
This is what you get when you kill Pector.
I remember seeing this place on the news with me online. I acted like I hated mutants.
Now Helmet Head's bossing us around and telling me how to spend my birthday. It's unreal.
Should probably find a way out of here. Sooner or later, you gotta grow up. Otherwise, reality will smack you right in the face.
He's dying. An extra life.
How did that get in there?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I lost you. Someone is definitely helping us. We go way back. That lobby tyrant fraud could download in here any second and rip us back into his game of deception. Mojo needed beta testers. I know a part of you wants to hang here. Nice knowing how every stage ends. It always stays the same. But that's not living. Living doesn't get cheat codes or extra lives, but it has friends and family, loss and heapings of hope. What do you say we destroy Mojo's game and get you two lovebirds out of here?
What disgusting! I'm throwing you a commercial during a video. I'll cut you people.
Storm, dinner is ready.
Well, a friend of Charles Xavier is a friend of mine. I can get at parts of the brain that are normally dormant in humans, like a Rubik's Cube on constant autopilot.
Or simply a genius.
Well, life and love.
Your mutant gifts have allowed you to fix yourself.
Just adapted and got a little creative.
That owl, I've seen him before circling. The winds here never shift. They always blow east, stuck like this owl.
The real trick to reversing what the executioner did to you wasn't making an inverted version of its radiation.
It was creating a machine that could safely channel such power. Heed my command. I am Thor, mistress of the elements, and move the desert fan. Please, please. Can't be real.
I know.
Why is fixing me so important to you?
The Defense Department offered to help me, as long as I helped them build some devices. Devices that could be used to neutralize dangerous mutants.
You, of all people, should know the perils of trusting those in Washington.
This is not a lie.
A perfect path to your redemption.
I love you.
You meant to make me a goddess. Instead, you have fashioned a fool. How did I return here?
Get out of my home, you damn demon! Oh!
I feast on misery, and I shall not waste my meal.
Yep. It is X-Men 97. Will Storm get her powers back? And Jubilee kiss the boy. All right. Today, we talked about women's basketball, South Carolina versus NC State. The fix was in for the Iowa-UConn game. The Braves got down real bad. Well, not real bad, but the first inning, they were down at least by 3 runs. Came back to win both games. We spoke about the Tale of the Empire trailer, which is the opposite of Tale of the Jedi. We reviewed 2 Bad Batch episodes, a double episodes, and we also reviewed X-Men 97. All right. This has been Ninja the Color. I'm your host, DOTTLEY. We are a pop culture, current events, sports show, and much more. Rate, review, follow, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Please give us 5 stars, give us 4 stars, give us 3 stars, give us 2 stars, give us 1 star. If you don't give us any stars, I'll just assume you're doing it properly. We are available wherever you get your podcasts. We are available on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Pandora, YouTube Music, TuneIn, and by the end of the month, we will be on Apple Podcasts. You can contact us at ninjasofanothcolor@gmail.com. We're available on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can also support via Cash App or Zelle. The information is on the About page of our podcast. We will see you next week.
Aquí estoy, Bestia Mecánica. Massinger Ernesto. No se preocupe, profesor. Massinger se hará cargo. Builder, contacto. Puño para. Neta para mí. Sí. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Suéltame. Massinger no puede perder contra ustedes. ¡Fuego de peso! Definitivamente al Dr. Ken se le están acabando las ideas.
¡Más mierda! ¡Más mierda!
Y el
Ogni ponerò di cornell strovo ma si ma fingere quel figli bravo è una furia lo parento nel preparavano a farle se dico ma non se che porra fai i quanto ogni pone la